Hi, it's Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique, and in this video I'm going to share with you how to make the most elegant, moody, purple, plum, burgundy, and mauve fall wreath for your front door. It's going to look so good. This is a big, beautiful wreath, and I'm going to show you the materials we're going to use. First, we're using all these stunning florals, and most of them are from Michaels, so it's going to be really easy for you to find. And I'm going to link everything that I can in the description below. I'm using a hot glue gun, hot glue, my favorite wire cutters, and a 14-inch grapevine. Of course, you can make the same wreath on an 18-inch grapevine if you want a massive wreath. I'm going to make one on a 14-inch grapevine, and the wreath's going to be really big. It's going to be about 25 inches total. The idea for this wreath started with these hydrangeas. These are the burgundy mini hydrangeas, you know, the ones with the peony leaves. I just love the coloring on these, and this is where we got the colors for the leaves. This is a great way to start a wreath if you're not sure where to start, what goes good with what. Look at the colors of something that you already have. Next, we're using some brown, which looks more purple to me, brown eucalyptus and a mauve eucalyptus. I thought I had 2 and 2, but I actually have 3 and 1, but that's okay. I really like the lightness this one brings, and these are Real Touch, but they feel more plasticky. But I think they're a great option. So pretty. And then another eucalyptus I have are these. These are just called a brown eucalyptus, also Real Touch, but I love the texture and the color of these. They're going to bring so much interest to our wreath. These would look so good in just a vase. They're beautiful. Michaels has the best fall stems this year. I am just obsessed. Then I wanted to bring a little bit of lightness. I think it goes well with the pink or mauve eucalyptus. We have these berry stems, or like the seeding stem from Hobby Lobby. Love the texture of this. Then this one is not from Michaels. I do offer this in my shop. This is an item I get wholesale, but this plum Simicifuga Ramosa spray. It is gorgeous. This is one of my favorite items. I'm so happy I'm able to restock these this year. I love them. If you're not able to use those, I also have these burgundy lemon leaf from Michaels. I'm going to use this as well. So I'm using a mix of both of these just because I want to, but you can use just these or just these. Whatever floats your boat. And then as a fun pop of texture and interest, I thought these mauve palms would be so fun. Just a pop of pink. So this has so much different colors and textures, different colors of pinks and purples going on. So it gives it a moody look. So pretty. And I am using a 14-inch grapevine, but it's a little bit bigger, and I put in some work to get it to look good. My grapevines have not been great lately, and that's totally normal. I've got 2 different trainings inside my VIP group teaching you how to use imperfect grapevines because I use all of them. Speaking of the VIP group, I wanted to let you know you can join the waitlist if you are not currently a member. I'll have the link in the pinned comment. If you click on that link and the doors are open, you can join. If you click on the link and the doors are closed, you can get on the waitlist. Wanted to let you know that before we start. We're going to start with our lemon leaf, and I love these. They're so pretty. I'm just going to cut up in small-ish pieces. I only have 1 for this wreath. I'm going to cut these up so that they are a little bit separate, so I have more control over where I put them. If you're using a lot of these and no Simicifuga, then you can leave them more together. It'll make the wreath go by faster. But since I just have 1 of these stems, I want it to go throughout the wreath really well. So I'm just going to place these around so it's even looking. It's just going to leave a touch. And one tip I have for you is if you can't find an item, just find something similar or use more of a different item in the wreath, because this is one of those wreaths that looks good after adding 1 or 2 layers of the different leaves. And you can add more of one kind or less of one kind or mix and match. So that's what I would do. Like if you can't find these, use the Simicifuga. If you can't find the Simicifuga, use more of these. If you can't find one of the colors of the eucalyptus, just use the other color. Not a big deal. All right, now I just have a few little pieces. I'm just going to fill in some gaps. All right, here's our first layer. Now we're going to add the Simicifuga. I love it. I'm going to cut these up pretty small-ish. Well, not too small, like this. So we've got good sized pieces that will provide some nice coverage, but they're not too big. So I'm just going to place this inside and outside so we have the leaves covering both. Don't overthink it. If a leaf comes off of your Simicifuga, dab some glue in that hole in the bottom of the stem and put it right back on that nub that it fell off of. Some of these stems are a little wild, so I want to make sure I have wild evenly around the wreath. Next, we're going to add our larger eucalyptus stems. I'm going to try just 2 of these and 1 of these. I've got 3, but I don't know if I'm going to need it. And these are easy to cut in little pieces because each of the stems just sticks out perfectly. Then you have an extra piece you can save for later. Now we're just going to place these evenly around the wreath. I like the longer pieces to go on the outside, the shorter pieces on the inside. Since there are some wild Simicifuga pieces sticking out, we want to make sure some of our other greenery sticks out as far. And then you can also twist these leaves. If more of them are facing backwards that you don't want, just twist them forward. That leaf is bothering me, so I'm going to make a stem out of it so it points in a different direction. The Simicifuga can be very unruly, so don't be afraid to take a stem off and make your own pick out of it. There. I like that better. Making sure I have enough long pieces sticking out, and then I'll finish filling in the middle. All right, there it is with our eucalyptus mixed in. Isn't that pretty? It's looking so good. Now we're going to mix in our lighter colored eucalyptus. And like I said, we have half of the amount of these, so we're not going to put them in quite as thick, obviously. So these are going to bring a little bit more brightness to the wreath, which does mean they stand out a little bit more. But we're going to have other elements that are lighter colored too, so it's not going to stand out as much in the end, but right now it does look like it stands out a little. That is fine. All right, there it is with the lighter color in there. Ugh, I just love this color combination for fall. It's so pretty. All right, now we're gonna add in our other eucalyptus, the brown eucalyptus, which this is also labeled brown eucalyptus, but they're both mauve with some brown in them. So I'm gonna try and leave these as doubles. You can take them apart too. Some of them are singles, but a lot of these come as doubles, so you can just leave them like that if you want, because we do have a lot of them coming. I've got 2 of them cut up right now. We're gonna see if 2 is enough or if I should really add the 3rd one. I like how the tips are like kind of dangly. It'll give some really pretty movement. I think we're gonna make it with just 2 stems. And then we've got 2 extra stems that came off as singles, and we can use these just to kind of fill in wherever. You could totally stop here. This looks so good already. I also have this option in my shop that would look so pretty in this. We used it in a different pink and purple wreath for fall here on my YouTube channel, but this is a great one too. I've got some of these available in my Etsy shop. So now all we have left are our flowers and seeds. And again, you could stop at any section you want. I'm gonna take these leaves off. You could do 1 grouping of these because there are 5 flowers. So you can get away with 1 stem. I'm gonna do 2 because I love these flowers and I want a lot of them in there. But depending on your budget and your preference, you can do 1 stem. And these are great. They just come off really easily. And you can keep the leaves on or take them off. They do give a tiny pop of green, so it's up to you. I'll see how it looks. If I don't like the green on them, I'll pop the leaves off, but they might be hidden enough that it's not a big deal. All right, here it is with those. Again, this is gorgeous on its own. You do not have to add more. Oh, I love it so much. I'm gonna add more because I just want to show you how extra it can be with all the things. And I want this wreath to be just absolutely extravagant. I don't think I'm gonna, well, I could add those leaves. It's up to you if you want to add in the extra leaves. You can put them on just extra stems that you have. So I'm going to make sure I have at least 5 of the berries, which means I'll have to separate some because this gives me 4 picks. So I'm going to have to cut up the ones that have 3, and those bottom 2 I'll save as a clump of their own. I'll just stick them together. All right, we're just gonna put these around the wreath. We've got 5, so they're not gonna be a ton. And like I said, these are from Hobby Lobby, and they look so good. I've used these for years in a ton of different designs that have been best sellers in my shop. Like, this is a powerhouse fall item. It's one I absolutely love. I did share about this in my walkthrough, my Hobby Lobby fall floral favorites. I walked through Hobby Lobby and showed you all my favorites for fall this year, and this is one of them. Do you know what else would be pretty in here? Blackberries. Oh, that'd be pretty. Those are also from Hobby Lobby, but that would just get out of hand. So these are the single ones. I'm just going to put them next to each other as if they're connected. You know what? I don't think we need these. I'm going to leave these out. You can add them if you want. This is what they would look like, but I actually am going to stop here. Let me know what you think. Oh my gosh, I am so loving how this turned out. Look at the different layers of greenery we have and the hydrangeas and the seeds. Oh, so beautiful. Let me know what you think. I'm going to have the supplies linked, everything that I can link. I can't link anything from Hobby Lobby, but those last things we put in are from Hobby Lobby. Remember, if you want to join my wreath making VIP group, you can get on the wait list. I'll have it in the description and my pinned comment, and you can learn how to make wreaths like a pro. It's so funny. A lot of my VIP group members will pick out a lot of the same items as me because they know what to look for, and we're like on the same wavelength. It's amazing. But oh my gosh, this looks amazing. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're going to make it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.